Dun, dun, dun.
For one night and one night only, the Synchro Skaters Club brings you
The 2025 Junior World Synchronized Skating Championships recap.
Woohoo!
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, guys. Hi. Don't know why we went all American there, but we did.
I feel like that's what we consume on all of our big sporting events, so we just have to copy it and do the same thing. We could have put on Swedish accents for being in Sweden, but I think that could have been a disaster.
Yeah, no. Welcome, guys. Season 1, Episode 17, the 2025 Junior World Championships Review. Brought to you by the Synchro Skaters Club.
We're very excited. It's been a big weekend.
A massive one. And it was intense, as the ISU Instagram account put it.
Yeah,
it has been intense, hasn't it?
Yes, especially I feel like after that short program, it was like, whoa.
Oh, there were some shocking results.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It really was.
But we're going to talk about that today. We're going to go into everything.
We are.
But I'm going to start with a little bit of information/history, I believe, is where we're going to go first. So if you have
kids, let's go for a little history lesson.
If you haven't watched it or you didn't know, Junior Worlds were held in Gothenburg, Sweden from the 7th to 8th of March this year, so 2025. It was in the, I'm going to butcher this,
That's a fabulous name, oh my goodness.
You want to try?
Frodelindeborg.
The speed of which you have to say that with.
Frodelindeborg.
With the body actions and everything to get it out nicely.
This is why we're bringing in filming for season 2, because you needed to see
you
that
can
body action.
see what she's doing. That arena.
No, you go for it, Brie.
Oh, you want me to say it now? Should I do it like you did? For Lundeberg Arena, which has a capacity of 2,600 people seated, so very impressive. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was completely sold out. I think tickets did sell out.
It looked pretty full.
So, if so, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it looked pretty full.
So yeah, that's like where the competition was held, all that jazz. Mm-hmm. The Junior Worlds in general has been held every year since 2017. But before that, the junior grade was a little bit behind the times, and they had it every 2 years, and it was held as the Junior World Challenge Cup. I
never understood that.
Yeah, I don't really get it either. Maybe at the start, I mean, the senior one was 2000, and they just didn't think it would have enough participants. I don't know. But it was held every second year as the Challenge Cup between 2001 and 2016. So that's pretty cool. We have a little list of winners to give a little more background who's had the World Championship title over the years. So obviously we'll get into it, but Teams Elite have won their first and the USA's first world title, which is very exciting. Of last year we had the winners Les Supreme. They also did win, that was the first world title they won, and they also won one Challenge Cup. Team Fantastic from Finland, they have won 3 world championships and 8 Challenge Cups.
That's insane, that kind of domination.
That is impressive. That is so impressive.
Yeah.
You have Spartak Junst. I'm going to assume that means junior, from Russia. They've won 3 world titles. Musketeers, also from Finland. They've won 2 worlds and 4 cups. I thought you had your finger
Finland
up.
are just dominating. No, sorry.
It's okay.
Finland are dominating, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And then you've also got Ice Image from Canada, who I don't really know who that is, to be quite honest. They've won 1 Challenge Cup, so very cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Spartak Junior are.
Yeah, no, I don't think I do. I was trying to think, because there's a team. There is the team that's Junst, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's them and they just removed part of their name. Anyway, those are your previous junior world champions. And then one final thing, that this is the 4th time the competition has been held in Sweden, which is pretty cool. It was a pretty big deal for them. I think from all the responses, the organisation was pretty good. So they did a good job. But the last time it was held was in 2012 in Gothenburg. Then 2010, same thing, Gothenburg. And then 2003, somewhere else, and I'm not going to say that.
No, you have to. Come on.
Kungsbacka.
Excellently put with your Kiwi accent.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Yeah.
Thank you for those facts, Brie.
No worries.
That was very interesting.
Always.
I love a bit of history.
Always.
So I'm just going to give you guys a little rundown of how we're going to go through it. We're going to go from 24th place to first place, and we're going to do a little review of the programs. We're going to do a PDF deep dive. Granted, we have all seen and spoken about most of these programs now. So we'll be mostly looking at those PDFs and then just chatting about how we thought it went, really. And then obviously we've had some polls out over the last day or so, well, week or so when you listen to this. So yeah, we're going to talk about that because you guys had some really cool opinions. Overall, it sounded a really good event. So
Absolutely.
shall we get into it, Brie?
Let's.
For the final time in the junior division for the 2024-5 season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, let's do it.
It is, isn't it? Let's do this. Okay, so starting off in 24th place, we're going to talk about Team Elite Junior, not to be confused with Teams Elite Junior.
That is so confusing. I'm sorry.
Isn't it?
It's so confusing.
Team Elite Junior from Turkey got a total combined score of 76.27, and they came both 24th place in the short and the free skate.
I believe this was this team's first time at Junior
I
Worlds.
think so too.
It's previously been another team for Turkey, so for their debut, pretty good. Their short program, the theme, or we don't necessarily have the exact theme, we just have the like the name of the music that they listed on the ISU website. So their short program was Mozart Heroes, and their free program was just called Music by David Garrett. So both of them were quite classical pieces. So nice. My main comment for them, they had 2 boys, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like seeing boys. You see a lot less boys in the junior division, don't you?
So that was cool. Oh, and their coaches had matching coats in the kiss and cry.
So many coaches now dress up like their team's costumes. I love it.
Obsessed. Okay.
So, Team Elite Junior in their short program got a total segment score of 24.87. Do you know what? I think for a country like Turkey that is just not, synchro is not a big sport, like a fair play for even qualifying, right?
But then also we say it's not a big sport, but they have quite a few teams in each division at nationals.
They do.
Like they've got
actually,
3 seniors and 3
right.
juniors at least. Like it's kind of impressive.
Yeah, that's crazy actually.
I think it's just the level is obviously a little bit lower than some of the other developed countries, but considering the level, like I think they did pretty good for what they've got.
Likewise, and then if we look to their free program, then they got a total score of 51.40. In both their kind of skates, they weren't getting like low calls. You're getting sync spin 3 in their free. Intersection 2, PI 3 for both of their intersections. It's not bad.
It's cool.
Like, fair play, Yeah,
I agree. All right. Moving upwards to 23rd place, we have Team Southern Sky Junior from Australia with a total segment score of 81.96. They were the same. They retained 23rd place in the short and the free. Another team, this was their debut at Worlds. Previously, it's been other junior teams attend, so shout out to Southern Sky. Well done. That was very impressive. The themes for their program, the short was Old Country Barn. It was like a country hoedown thing, quite cute.
They had cool costumes.
Yeah, and then their free program, the song was titled Emerald Princess, and you could kind of see that in their in their green. They're very pretty green dresses. So
funnily enough, they're emerald dresses.
Funny that.
Let's talk scores. So short program 29.55. They got pivot block too.
They did. That's good.
Very good. Not bad calls at all. Intersection 4 PI 2.
Very good. They did have two
Pretty good
unfortunate
going.
falls in the short program.
Yeah, they had falls in both programs, didn't they? Which is always a shame.
Yes, they did. There was one in the whip in it. The poor girl she just sent it. She just was on the end and disappeared.
And then their free program, they got 52.41. Again, a fall in their moves, but again, intersection 4 PI2, sync spin 2, like not bad calls at all.
Yeah, fabulous. All right.
So 22nd place then. Team Zagreb Snowflakes Junior from Croatia. They got a total combined score of 88.84. Again, retaining their position 22nd in both the short and the free.
I like that first group is pretty accurate. Like those teams there, that's all very, very similar level.
For sure.
It's all worked their way up. Anyway, Croatia's themes. Their short program is the Hanging Tree and their free program is the Man. I need to have a moment about the short program. I'm really sorry.
Listening.
Team New Zealand also did it last year at Junior Worlds for their debut.
Yeah.
I don't think skating to a remix of a song about a tree where people hang themselves is appropriate.
Yeah.
That's... I'm really sorry.
Sorry.
I get it's a cool bop, and I get it's come from
it's a cool bop about hanging
a
yourself.
very influential movie.
We'll need to make this explicit. Sorry if you've got to this point and we didn't warn you about the explicit language that we're using.
I just don't think that's appropriate. I didn't last year.
I would
think
agree.
This year. But
yeah,
if you're going to do Hunger
agree.
Games, pick other music. But anyway,
yeah.
I mean, for what it was, they did good. They had a cool program.
They did. They got 31.31 points in the short. They got a no-hold 4 step space. Cracking effort. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Overall just good. No falls, clean program. What more do you want?
Pretty solid. Free program?
Free program, yeah, 57.53. Unfortunate fall in the spin, but other than that, some good calls. Sync spin 3, even with that fall. Travel element 3, they didn't do bad at all.
Very good, fabulous. All right,
yeah.
21st, another one. That same place for both programs. Team Illuminets Junior from the Netherlands. Total segment score of 95.77. Their team themes were... Their short program was Remember Not to Forget, and their free program was Child's Play in the Ghost. So it wasn't we didn't necessarily have their names, we had their music titles.
Yeah.
Their free, for reference, was these like lightning bolt dresses, and their short... Well, the short dresses were actually beautiful. They were these really nice red dresses.
I think red looks so good on the ice.
They did. They look fabulous. But their scores, so their short program, they earned 62.38.
They did not. That's their free program.
Sorry. If they got 62.38, we'd be very impressed. They got 33.39 in their short program with the fall in the intersection. Again, some pretty good calls. No hold 3. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Not really nice. So their free program is where they got 62.38 by mistake.
Yeah.
They did have a exclamation mark.
Warning.
Huh?
Isn't that a warning?
Yeah, it means on the legend it's at the same time. Which element is it?
Travel.
Is it the travel or the pairs? I can't zoom in.
No, it's the travel.
Oh. I got no idea.
Interesting.
I don't think I made many notes about their travel, so I couldn't really say.
Clean program, decent score, should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Well done, Illuminets. Okay, 20th place then. This is where it starts to get a little bit spicy. People are moving about their places a little bit more, but it gets really spicy in a little bit.
Spicy, that's a choice.
Spicy. It gets a little bit fragrant. Who do I think I am? 20th place, Team Miriam Jr. from Espanol. Oh, so close to the 100.
Isn't that the language?
99.96.
I'm sorry. Espanol's the language. España is the country.
She had to ruin it.
I did. I'm really sorry. I just had to.
España. Is that better?
Yeah, thanks.
99.96 combined score. In the short, they came 20th. In the free, they bumped a place to 19th, finishing 20th overall. Let's have a look at those PDFs.
Oh, just their themes. Their themes were...
Oh, sorry, yes.
Short program was Mystery of Me, and their free program was Fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
So, 34.62 in the short. Again, good calls. Intersection 1, PI 3. That's strange. You never normally see it that way around.
Yeah.
No falls. Solid program. I hope they're happy with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, the officials after their short program, they got a season's best in the short. I think they were the first team to crack a season's best in the short. The coaches were crying. One of the coaches, or the official, I don't know who it was closest to camera. It was really sweet. Obviously meant a lot to
There
them.
were so many seasons best
Yes.
this competition.
It was good.
It was so nice to see. I love it when that happens at Worlds.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
their free program then, 65.34. Again, solid around the level 2s for their calls. So a decent job. Again, an exclamation mark against their travel.
The travel elements are so tricky though, especially with the features that they've got
Yeah.
this year. To be able to keep traveling with all the different features that you can is very hard.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it has something to do with stalling.
Maybe. Probably, right? But hey, no falls. What more can you say?
Yeah.
Good job, Team Miriam.
Yeah, I just overall really liked. I think that comes for both the Spanish teams. For oh my gosh, my mind's blank. What's the senior team called? Fusion.
Oh my gosh.
Fusion. I think it applies for both of them. They have some very cool choreography and they're doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yes.
And I think that
I
was
agree.
definitely reflected in this skate. Or both of these junior
I
team
agree.
skates. Okay. Overall 19th place. From France, we have Team Jean Diac Jr., a total segment score of 102.29.
Oh, we broke the
They
hundreds.
did. They were 19th after the short and then 20th overall. Their themes were Sweet Dreams for their short and Vikings for their free.
Cool themes.
Yeah, I thought so too. So going over to their short, they scored 39.75. A pretty good levels-wise PDF. Like,
Yeah.
looking good. And GOE's was like starting to get cleaner, I feel like. It's probably got the least minuses so far. So
For
yeah,
sure.
that's cool. And then their free program, they got... Where's my little... Here we go. They got a total segment score of 62.54. They did have 2 falls, which was unfortunate. They had one in the intersection and one in the travel element.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Which was
It's
a
always
shame. I wonder if the nerves were coming into it at that point.
Maybe.
But, yeah, it was cool. The theme with the free theme Vikings... It took me a while to click that it was Vikings, not gonna lie. I thought it was like... something else a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if it was giving me Viking as instead of like what's the word I'm looking for? Some other like native what's the words I'm looking for?
I can't even help you here.
No, I don't know. I don't know. In my head it wasn't so much Viking, but I mean it was still cool. I'm really sorry. I've got lots of opinions on these junior themes, especially some of the
That's
ones
alright.
coming up.
That's okay. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
Right, shall we move on to the next
very
one?
good. Yeah, let's go.
Team Colibris Vienna Junior from Austria.
Mhm.
We jump up quite a lot of the scores now by about 15 points. So we've got a combined total score of 114.52. 18th in the short, and they jumped 2 spaces to 16th in the free, which still averaged them out at 18th place, which is interesting.
Yeah. Their themes, their short program, Escaping from a Nightmare, and their free program, This Is Where We Come Alive.
Interesting.
Yes.
Go on, I know you're dying to say something.
It's just a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot. Why couldn't it just be Nightmare?
Yeah. It just...
I think themes have become a bit too much, if I'm honest.
I agree. I mean, we reached out to them and asked them to confirm their themes, and they were so lovely about it. So I think they tried to combine the two. So the short program ended with It's Time to Say Goodbye, and only one person survived, and then in the free program they're all coming alive again. So it's like this
so it's linked
thing. But just, yeah, I do feel like some of these themes are becoming very hard to portray.
Bit too much. Okay, short program, 40.83. Good calls, 2s and 3s, a 4 in the no hold. Again, that GOE is starting to get better, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
And then they did really well in their free skate, 73.69. Again, 3s and 4s really, so good, and minimal minuses, so
No notes.
good for them, right?
Yeah, I'm fully on board, fully agree. 17th place then, we have Team Berlin Junior from Germany. Total score 115.30. Yeah, so less than a point between it. They were 17th in both programs, so it's pretty consistent.
Should we talk about their themes?
Yes. I'm just finding my
Short program, Bad Side. Free put my teeth in. Free program, Battle of the Sea. No notes.
Don't really know what either of them do.
No, look, I'm not going to lie, neither do I. How do people think up of these themes?
Some of them are great, just some of them are... I don't know if it works if you need
much.
other context, but anyway.
Yes, I agree. Okay, their short program, they got 43.15. Really good calls. Unfortunately, got pivot block 1, which is interesting. But again, less minuses in those GOEs, which is good. And then free program 72.15. Unfortunate fall in the no hold. They got intersection 4 PI4. Check them out.
Nice.
Two falls in the no hold, which is such a shame. But
they got a season's best in their free program, but they didn't look particularly happy after they got their scores.
So I'm gonna say something, right? So, and this isn't me detracting from how icicles did, because we'll get to them in a minute. They were saying their season's bests were like 30. And they weren't accurate. Icicles, I know, had scored 52 this season. So I'm not sure how accurate their season's bests were.
Overall. I don't know. So maybe I was wrong.
Not me detracting from Icicles, because we'll get to them. I think they did amazing. But, like,
perhaps
their season's best reporting wasn't accurate.
So perhaps if they were disappointed. Or maybe they were just disappointed with where the place was at the end of it. I don't know. Maybe. I did like it though. They have a boy in their team. I thought that was cool.
I like Berlin, whether it's junior or senior. I just think they're cool.
They got some cool choreography.
I really do.
Them going.
Yeah, they do.
16th place, we have Team Magic Junior from Hungary, scoring 116.43. Again, these teams, there's like literally a point difference between the last three, which is...
Yeah. It's crazy.
So impressive. So they came 16th in the short and 18th overall. Their themes for their programs were Divas and Dunes for the short and Modern Folk Fashion for the free.
Sorry, what the hell?
Sorry,
I'm not being rude.
My expectations for Divas and Dunes was very high. because the Jura article reported it as like a Sex and the City 2 vibe. That's why it's called Divas in June. So I was very excited. I will say it gave more June than it did Diva.
Ah, right.
But it was still a very good program. The
Yeah.
choreography from Hungary is incredible. The coach's choreography
Yeah.
is fantastic. So no notes there. But let's look at the scores. Their short program, if I can.
44.79.
Fabulous, thank you.
No falls, good calls, just overall good.
Just good. It just could have had more diva.
Sabrina wants more diva. Take note.
Yeah. Sorry. And then their free program.
Free program.
Why can I not find
71 point. I don't know.
mine-
71.64.
I'm literally.
Overall pretty good. They had. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'm going
Are you
blind.
having like a moment, a senior
I
moment?
am. Please continue. I'm so sorry.
71.64. Fall in an intersection, which is always annoying, but overall pretty good. Those 4s and 3s.
They had like a traveling triangle as a transition in their free program.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
very cool.
Yes.
Ve-
There's some ingenious choreography out there, isn't there?
very, very cool. Yeah.
Maybe wacky themes, but ingenious choreography, right?
Maybe that's how they get it through. They've got to have the wacky themes to have some
Literally.
creative juices.
Moving on then to 15th place, Team Harmonia Junior from Czechia. Again, now jumping up another 15 points. They got 133.48. Solid, short and free, both in 15th place.
Yeah. Themes.
Shall I hand over to you for themes? Yes.
Short program, Eleanor Rigby. Classic song. Can't beat it.
Loads of people are doing that this
is
season.
a good
I say
song.
loads too.
Yeah, but it is a good song. I'm really sorry the dresses were horrendous. Free program.
Oh my god, she gets more savage the more we get into it.
I think I just get more comfortable. Free program Hoedown. Loved these dresses.
Oh, yes, they were so good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
No notes.
I thought they were borderline too theatrical. Like, I loved them, but I thought they might get a deduction.
Nah, I loved it. They had little bedazzled like pockets on the back of the skirts. Oh, I had no notes. I'm sorry, just the like grey yellow of the short dresses just did not do it for me at all.
Fair enough. So in the short, they got 44.80, an unfortunate fall in a transition, but some good calls. You know, we're starting to see 3s, 4s as the majority now.
Yeah. Some very good, very, very good calls.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And then in the free program, they got 88.68. Oh, only 2 minuses on their PDF. Again, high calls.
I have to call out the mix of this music too. They had the Hannah Montana Hoedown Throwdown, and they stopped.
Boom, clap,
Oh.
boom, de clap, boom, boom, clap. Whoa,
Our
whoa.
dream.
Just in case you didn't know what we were talking about. Yeah, if you know that is Smiling Sabrina's dream to skate
They
to love.
literally stopped and did the whole pop it, lock it, polka dot.
Like it, polka dot it, country fire, then hip hop.
Put your hook in the sky.
Put your arms in the side, move side to side.
Jump to the left. Stick it, glide.
Stick it, slide. Oh, I thought it was slide.
Oh, I didn't know it was a
Oopsie.
glide. Anyway, big fans. if you can
Anyway,
tell.
it was stunning. I can't remember what team it was now, but one team said that they were born from 2006 to 2010, and it made me feel physically sick. 2010. I've been skating longer
Well,
than
that
I've
would
been
make them
alive.
15.
Stop it! Don't say that.
Sorry, just bringing the fact.
Anyway, back to Harmonia and Hannah Montana. 88.68 in their free. Again, travel element 4, steps 3,
Just
sink spin 4. Good for them. Intersection 4, PI 4. Ace, 2 minuses.
Yeah.
Good for them.
no notes. All right, moving upwards again. We have 14th place, Team Ladybirds Junior from Italy. Total score 137.92. They were 13th after both programs.
My brain's confused.
Why?
How were they 13th after both programs but came 14th overall? My brain is so confused.
It's like the Challenger where they Supreme came like second both times and then won the overall competition, right?
Yeah, true.
It's just
My
everyone
brain is
else
so
around them
confused.
is fluctuating so much.
Yeah.
But you're right, it
Yeah.
is confusing. It doesn't make sense.
I'm intrigued what's going to happen now to Italy, because obviously they take 2 teams based off the fact that they're in the top 5. So I wonder if Switzerland will now get that opportunity.
Ooh.
You know?
Technically,
it should be Switzerland and Japan.
Yeah, they take the next teams, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think Japan has another junior team.
No, I think they do.
Sorry, we're
No, they
digressing
do.
here. Oh, they
Yeah,
do?
they do. Like debuted
Oh my
this year.
gosh. Wow. That's exciting.
I don't know.
Sorry, back to
Back to
Ladybirds.
Ladybirds.
Come on.
Their short program's Waterfall of Emotions. Their free program is Ring of Fire. Their socials were very good at keeping us updated, so thank you for that.
And just, I'm not sure if we mentioned in that gaggle of chaos, but they got a combined score of 137.92.
So we got a bit excited.
Yeah, we did.
Their short program score was 48.26. Some very good calls.
So close to that 50. Yeah.
No notes. I think Italy did not come to play. Like, the competition between the Italian teams alone is so impressive, and I think you could just tell in the speed that these guys brought.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just very impressive. Their free program, 89.66 total. Again, I mean, a very, very good skate. I don't think there was really any notes. They
minuses.
I supposedly got a season best. Yeah.
Pretty good, hey? Pretty good.
They went from, I think last year, what did I just say they came? 14th. I'm sure I saw somewhere, or they said on the live stream that they came 14th last year. Or am I going crazy, or maybe they just meant 14th after the short? I can't remember. Maybe they meant 14th after the short. You know what? Ignore me.
Shall we move on to Poland then? Team Icefire Junior. They got a total combined score of 139.06. 14th in the short, 12th in the free, totaling 13th overall.
Mm-hmm.
Give us their themes, Bree, please.
Short program was Girls Power. Cool theme.
Love that. On International Women's Day as well, or International Women's Weekend.
That was a move. I really like that.
Yeah.
And then the free program was Crazy Dolls. So they had these like, I think it was them. Yeah, they had these like black and pink dresses with a pink like ribbon corset at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Poland has a very specific style. I don't know how to describe it yet. I haven't come up with a word. I'm working on it, but their skating has
She has an English degree.
very specific style of skating. I'll work on it.
Powerful.
Yeah.
47.78 in their short with some really good calls. Unfortunately, a pivot block 1, but intersection 4, PI 4, twizzles 4, no hold 4, so fair play. Pretty good overall. And then in their free, 91.28. Again, just good calls. Only minimal minuses, so good for them.
Yeah. Oh, they were one of the teams that had I mean, I guess it happens when a lot of countries use Hugo for their music cutting, but they all have end up with a lot of similar pieces of music. So a lot of them, there was another team that had that Sweet Dreams piece that they had another team this year had, and it's also the music that Icicles had in their junior free last year too. Like, there was a lot of repeats, which I just noticed, which I thought was interesting. But their artistic line was my favourite up until that point. And I love a good line, so.
You do. I like the artistic lines and the artistic blocks.
There's some cool things.
I thought they were cool. Yeah, there was.
Right, next. We have Hot Shivers Junior in 12th. from Italy, 139.32. They were 12th in the short and 14th in the free. So 12th overall. Very good. Very good. Themes. We have a quick delay here on my part. We have Fix You is the short program. And
Beautiful.
Iron was the free program.
Iron. 50.61 in the short. Again, good calls. Pivot block 1 though. Catching some people out.
It says the pivot blocks
Really
are hard to get good calls. It's the
They
steps.
They are.
It really is the steps.
No, you're right. And then 88.71 in there free with a fall in the spin, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I really like
As spins go, as... Sorry.
I know, you go.
I was just going to say, as falls go, in a spin is a pretty good place to fall.
Yeah, she kind of just like did it on her own and then you get back up and don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
The Hot Shivers coach, his choreography is fantastic.
Yeah, and he looks crazy in the best possible way.
Yeah. So they've been there
I do enjoy him.
at the top for a while, haven't they? But the fight in Italy is I think it's gonna get harder and harder each year.
I love how big Synchro is in Italy. I just love it. It's great.
It's really cool.
Alrighty, 11th place, Team Icicles Junior from GB with a total score of 148.61. They came 10th in the short and 11th in the free.
Their themes were, short program was Life 3.0 and their free program was Tetris.
I do love their themes. They are quite similar, I will say that, but I do like their themes.
Tetris, fabulous. Choreography, no notes. I believe they had Kaiser in to do that, did they?
Yeah.
Fabulous, no notes. The life thing I didn't really understand.
It was very Finnish.
Yeah, but like, what was it?
Yeah. I love their dresses. Sorry, I love their short
I
program
mean,
dresses. I think they're beautiful.
yeah, it was really cool, but they were just all the arms were the same. I don't know if we're just being brutal because this was us. This was we know a lot of these girls. And
they had a strong technical skate.
Yeah, they skated amazing.
They did. They got the only downgrades they got were a pivot block 3 instead of 4, and I'm pretty sure they'd have been going for a 3 and not a 4, and a moves 3. So they had an incredible skate. They got 52.05. They got the highest combined score a GB team has ever got. So shout out to them. Yeah. They did incredibly well to even pass GB teams, but past Icicles Junior appearances at Worlds.
Yeah.
So I remember when I went to Junior Worlds and we just wanted to break 100. Like that was our goal.
Yeah. So these guys are
fair play.
All the positive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
and they have worked bloody hard. So fair play.
Yeah, shout out to all the skaters on that team. And also a huge improvement even from their own skates last year.
Yeah.
Just,
mental.
You can just tell.
Free program though, 96.56. Unfortunate fall in the no hold, but she got it really quick. Again, good calls. Steps 3. I think we said it for Icicle Senior for years. A GB team has been trying to get steps 3, so that's really awesome to see.
They also got the issue with the travel.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
So I wonder
if
they, without the fall and without the travel issue, I wonder if they would have cracked top 10.
Next year.
I wonder how
next
many
year.
of them are age eligible still.
I think a fair amount. I
wonder how much of the team will stay. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, let's go into the top 10 then.
These, I think, aside from the obvious favourite, our winner, the one that I feel like we've just been obsessed with all season, I think Jingu Junior and Senior have been my favourite this season.
They're such underrated, but they're so cool.
I'm at it again with the choreography.
Yeah.
Unreal. Amazing. But again, we'll get to that in a moment.
Agree.
So they came 10th overall. From Japan, they got 152.25 as their total score. They were 11th after the short and 10th after the free. So that got them in 10th overall. Their themes were... I didn't really know what was going on, but that's okay. Their short program was Tucker.
Huh?
I wonder if that's a movie.
John Tucker Must Die.
That's immediately where I went, but I don't think that was what it was. And their free program was Attack on the Titan. Their short got... Where am I on my little screen? 11th. Their short got 51.86. Some very good calls. No notes. And then their free got 100.39. Some amazing calls. They literally had one negative in the entire GOE on the PDF. So,
Yeah, wow.
like, yeah. I literally, in my little book of notes after watching it, I've just got loved. They lifted the boy at the start of the free.
Yeah.
That was amazing, and like he was kind of a feature at the end. I literally have got I wrote no notes, none.
Yeah.
Fabulous for both programs.
Japan don't get enough credit. I love them.
No.
I think they're so good.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. 9th place, Team Starlight Junior from Switzerland. Total score of 156.47. 9th in the short and the free. Let's have tell us the themes first, Brie.
Themes? Short program was Fireflies.
Nice.
It's cute. And then free program was Kaleidoscope. I feel like you could definitely see that in their dresses.
Yeah.
They had the...
Yeah, I do like their dresses. I think they're cool. It's Kaleidoscope's a cool theme.
Yeah.
I do like that. Alrighty, so in their short, they got 52.55. It was so close, that group, wasn't it? Like 3 or 4 teams within a point. Good calls, unfortunate fall in a transition. And then their free program, they got 100...
Sorry, the fall was like literally right at the end. Yeah, it was like the transition into the end. She just like lost control.
Such a shame. But their free program was 103.92, some cracking calls, some really high calls, and positive GOEs, only one minus.
Only the one. These guys were fast.
We're getting to the top now.
I feel like
I love Switzerland.
There's definitely like you can tell as you start moving up and up when you're watching the speed that increases. Like Jingu were fast. Jingu and these guys, I feel like very, very similar.
I agree.
But Switzerland's speed was just like a little bit more and taking it up to the next step. All right.
I agree.
Next.
We're getting into the big 3, 4 even.
Just about, I guess we can include Sweden maybe nearly in that. So in 8th place.
Yeah, in junior anyway, can't we?
We have Team Spirit Junior with a total score of 169.56. They remained 8th after both programs, and their themes were Becoming Human for the short, and their free program was Helios, the the god of sun and light and all that jazz. So that was cool.
They were bright dresses.
Yeah. They got...
Very bright.
I'm looking at the free. That's the wrong one, Sabrina. Let's go to the short. They got 60.31 in the short. Some pretty good calls. Threes.
Quite a few minuses there.
Yeah, and the GOE. A lot more minuses than you perhaps would possibly expect, but still a pretty good score. And then their free program, 109.25 total. Pretty much high. The only thing that wasn't as high.
Moves.
Yeah. So everything else was the highest you could get. So
perfect technical apart from moves.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Fabulous. Wow.
It would have been so cool to skate at Home Worlds, right?
Oh, mate. Like, the crowd would have just been unreal, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
So cool.
Yeah. Their energy was just, you could tell, and especially in the free, like you could tell they were kind of feeding off the crowd. Like it was just very, very cool. And those yellow dresses are quite stunning in the free.
Alrighty, 7th place then, Team Nova Junior from Canada, 174.34, 7th in both the short and the free.
Themes, so these ones were kind of hard to find, not gonna lie. So their short was Dernier Stanley's. It's a song. It's that, I'm really sorry to revert it back to TikTok, but it's that TikTok song.
What?
You know what? I'm not going to try that again.
Stick to singing Hoedown Throwdown.
Thank you. And then their free program, so they were another one that we managed to reach out to, but it was just a little bit, the response was a little bit delayed for when we did our little post. But their free is called, well, they said it was called Between Dreams and Nightmares, but all the music and everything was the Sandman, which is like, I don't think he's a god, but he's like a thing about nightmares.
Mythical being.
Yeah, a mythical being about nightmares. So like along that line. So that's what we reported it as. But I really like their free dresses with the green and the black and the gloves and it was very cool.
I love gloves. Yeah. I'm a big fan of gloves.
Yeah. Anyway, get distracted.
Short program score 62.83. A fall in the twizzles, which is unfortunate, but some good calls. Not quite as high as maybe the next few up, but still some really good calls. Couple minuses because of that fall, obviously, but pretty good overall. And they got the exclamation point for their travel. The travel
was on Struggle Street. It really is.
Yeah. But their free program got them 111.51 total. One minus.
They weren't in the top group for the free. They were in the second one for the short, and I wonder if that's because they were another team. It was their Nova's debut.
Maybe
at Worlds.
I was surprised at where they came. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think I was a little bit too. Actually, like they're beautiful programs.
Yeah.
Beautiful skaters. They have a very one with a very specific style.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Seaside. Moving on. 6th place, we have Seaside Junior from Sweden again, 177.106 after both programs. These guys are good.
They are.
I
agree.
They are very, very good. Their themes for the season were short program, Crimea River, free program,
love that song,
Bermuda Triangle.
What the hell?
I don't know if I got Bermuda Triangle. Their dresses were stunning.
Yeah, they were.
The grey ones, eh? So
Agree.
I'm not really sure how that gave Bermuda Triangle, but...
Maybe because it's the grey area.
Oh, okay.
If that's right, then I'm good.
You are good.
Yeah.
You are good. Okay, all right.
I just came up with that on the spot. So if that is accurate, I am so impressed with myself.
We can give you that. Their short program earned a total score of 65.43. There was no minuses in the
Try
GOE.
again. Try again.
No, Seaside Junior. 64.53. I'm going crazy. My little PDF.
She's dyspraxic.
My what?
Dyspraxic. It's dyslexia, but for numbers.
Oh, maybe I am. That's why I'm so bad at math. Yeah, no negatives in the GOE. They got pivoting block 3 and moves 3 and PI 3. So not quite a perfect technical calls, but like everything else was fantastic. Their oh my goodness, my brain. Their free program, am I going to get this one right? 112.57. Yes, I did.
Well done.
Again, very good calls. 1 minus. They had 1 fall. But it was like 2 girls' boots clipped. So that was just one of those things.
Such an annoying one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god, I made a note of this without realizing what the theme was. Sometimes I need to use my critical thinking skills. I really don't. I have them, I promise.
Oh, here we go.
I wrote down it was a cool end in a triangle with different levels.
I wonder why.
I wonder why, Sabrina. If their themes the Bermuda Triangle.
I
really
why.
wonder. Wow. Fantastic.
Alrighty. This is where it starts to get juicy.
Yeah, okay. This is the big guns.
So, 5th place, Team Valley Bay Synchro Junior from Finland with 19572. Short program 4th, free skate 5th.
Just crazy. Okay, their short program was the Baroque Ball, which we've talked about many times before, and the same with their free program, the Swan of Tuonela.
Very enjoyable themes. Do you like them or not?
Very nice. I much enjoy.
They had a good skate in their short, 72.57. Lots of high calls, just a few downgrades for their moves and their pivot block.
Yeah.
They got the same technical score as GB, base value.
Oh, really? Well, I guess you got all what you're aiming for, right?
All positives, and not just positives, like 3s, 4s and 5s. So incredible GOE.
Yeah.
For Valley Bay. And then, I felt for them in this one. In their free skate, they had 2 falls in their intersection, but they still got intersection 4 PI4. They had a total free skate score of 123.15. Again, really high GOEs apart from that intersection, and really good calls. Like, hold on. A perfect technical.
Oh, yeah. Literally perfect.
Yeah. Perfect technical. We need to get a jingle for next season.
For a
Whenever
perfect
there's
technical.
A perfect technical.
That you just included in when we read it, when we see one out. They were also one of the few that picked the pair element over the moves element.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not meant, I mean, I'm trying to look. Yeah, a lot of teams like Skyliners picked moves.
Yeah.
Supremos picked
Valid point.
moves. Who else? Fantastic picked moves.
Valid
Elite
point.
picked moves. Yeah, so they were one of the few of the top that picked the pair element. Which was cool. I love their buns for their free program.
Yeah.
So they were.
Yeah.
This was one of the 2 swan themes, but they had the buns that like. I feel like it's very 90s, 2000s like fashion, right? With the spiky hair coming, but they looked fantastic. They really did.
They did.
But you could just
you
could just tell they were a bit disappointed with the score after.
Yeah, I did feel for them. I really did. Yeah. It was just, I felt for them. But not everyone can get a medal, can they?
This is true. All right.
This is the juiciest one of all, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. Okay. Coming in 4th place, we have Les Supreme Junior from Canada with 200.01 as their total score. They were in first place.
How did this happen?
After the short, and then overall 4th. They were 4th after the free, so they were 4th overall. Their themes, their short program was Haunted Heart, and their free program was Wake Up World. So if we
love their
short program, amazing. They got a total score for the short of 73.83. Not quite a perfect technical. They got PI3, but everything else score-wise was fantastic. The short was so close for all the teams.
It was ridiculous, really, wasn't
it?
It
really was ridiculous. So, I mean, yeah, it was just fantastic in the short. The free, obviously, so they were 4th in the free. They got a total score of 126.18. They did have a fall in the spin.
Little sit down, wasn't it? Sit down, get back up.
Yeah, they had 1 minus in the PDF because of that. Otherwise,
Just their moves that didn't get
got
a
a
4.
3.
Everything else was perfect.
Yeah, I'm just comparing like their technical score is let's have a look. 58.
It was components that let them
59.
down.
Yeah, so I'm looking at 2, yeah.
But barely.
68, 68, 68. Nah, 69. See, 62. It's just so close. Nah, I'm going to say it was the technical.
Really?
Yeah. 58. They got 58 in the technical. Skyliners got 59. Fantastic got 61. And Elite got 62. So, yeah, it was the technical. Components-wise are all the same. It's the technical that got them.
And then, obviously, their 4
so
probably knocked them down from a medal.
I do think that is a good reflection, though, of how close it is, and if you do you have to be perfect to win when it's that close. And if you're unfortunately not, then you're just not going to get there. Yeah. Someone, I mean, we'll get to it later, but someone in the stories asked if we thought that the starting order of the short program affected the ranking. So I wonder if Supreme didn't skate last, if they would have perhaps ranked slightly lower.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. I don't think so. I think the competition in the short, I think the overall competition for the short was so close. Yeah. And for the other teams in the free, but
let's talk third place then. Skyliners Junior, USA 201.27. So close. It's just crazy close.
So close.
Second in the short, third in the free. Their dresses for both programs were beautiful.
They're stunning, yeah. Short was Nessun Dorma, and free program was Northern Lights. Just
beautiful dresses, beautiful. Short program 73.51, nearly perfect. No hold 3, not 4. So, other than that, 1 minus 1. How does that happen? Judge 7 is given a -1, and Judge 3 is given a 4.
I guess that's the whole point of judging, right?
Oh, I hate it sometimes. And then Skyliners in their free got 127.76, no minuses. Not quite the perfect technical. They got intersection 3 PI4, but hey, still an amazing effort.
Everything else is there.
They are beautiful programs. The way they skate is beautiful. They are lovely to watch.
I think if we're going, well, we're not sure if the season's best things that they had were completely accurate, but if we do go off what they did say, they got season's best in both programs. So it was the skates they could have asked for, really. I mean, they bought it all. So that's very cool.
They did.
Okay, onwards and upwards.
Yeah, this is the biggest comeback of the competition.
Second place. Team Fantastic Junior from Finland with a total score of 201.87. They were in 5th place after the short.
What?
5th. And then they moved up to 2nd place after the free. Their themes, the short program, Master Thai, I've said this before, Thai Vasin, I butchered it, I'm so sorry, it's very pretty, I believe it's like a finished piece of music, dresses are stunning.
Yeah.
Free program.
Oh, the dresses, the everything.
The dragon.
It's incredible.
I just, every time I watch it, and rewatch it. I just love dragons. It's just fantastic. Yeah. So short, 5th place, wild. So total score of 7.
With a perfect technical.
Yeah, 71.11. But, I mean, they did have the moves downgraded, and they did have a fall in the no hold. So those were all affected. So they did have quite a few minuses than perhaps they normally would have liked. So again, if you're not perfect at the top,
yeah, you can certainly feel it, right?
Yeah, you're gonna feel it. Free program, you just got the jump's crazy. 130.76. Insane scores. Again, had their moves downgraded. So
Yeah, I think that's a them problem.
yeah,
they need to
obviously they're
sort.
doing something in both that is not quite right. I didn't really know
There's
why.
nothing to say about this program other than
No,
wow.
not about the free. The free is just
You know,
yeah,
it's incredible.
topped. Kaiser is working some witchy magic over there.
Yeah, she
I
is.
believe the free got a
Incredible.
season's best though,
Right.
even with the
Nice.
downgrade. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Wow. Okay, I'm so excited to talk about this next one. First place. I feel like we manifested this from the minute we saw them skate. I think also from talking to Quinn, it just like ignited my love for Teams Elite.
But I do feel like it's been a long time in the making too. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
like they have been working
Yes.
hard for
Yeah.
quite a
Yeah.
few years now.
Of course, we're talking about teams. I love how it's Teams Elite.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
just
funny.
Teams Elite Junior from USA, making history, being the first US team to not only win a Junior World Championships gold medal, but to win a World Championships gold medal for USA. They got an incredible combined score of 205.28. They were in third position after the short, which I disagreed with, although, as we've said, it was
It's just
incredibly
so
close. And then they absolutely brought it home and came first by quite a bit in the free skate. So, do we need to talk about the themes? Yes, we
Yeah.
do, because they're incredible. But the short program was Lacrimosa, and the free program was Black Swan. They're just probably the most incredible themes I've ever seen in my life. There's nothing more I need to say.
Okay, I'm going to be a bit more practical. I am obsessed with their programs. I wouldn't say they're the best themes I've ever seen in my life, but I think the way that they executed them was fantastic.
They suit Teams Elite very well.
The arms, the
Don't
lines, the choreography.
Yeah.
I really don't have any notes. Like, everything was just so polished. So polished.
So in this short program, they got 72.85. They got a downgrade on their moves to, well, not a downgrade. I mean, they got moves 3, not 4. So not quite the perfect technical, but very, very close. No one got a perfect technical in the short.
I wonder if they had got the 4, then they probably would have been at the top.
Probably, right? But all positives, incredible GOE and components. So check them out.
Yeah.
Their free skate of 132.43. Only downgrade was intersection 3 PI4, not 4-4. All positives, absolutely incredible.
It really didn't let them
Need
down.
I say anymore?
Yeah, they still got the highest technical elements.
They did. I think they looked nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you did?
Watching
I think
them, I thought they looked nervous.
After they did their camel spins are always perfect. But then when they continued on to the change, then you could tell that a couple were nervous because there was one or two that like came out like a smidge at the wrong time, which hasn't happened before. So I think from that respect, you could definitely tell. But I mean,
look, when the World Championships is riding on it, I think it's okay to be a little bit nervous.
But yeah, the Swan song was fantastic. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in that changing room. Before they went on to hear Quinn's speech.
Oh, that photo of Quinn.
Yeah, when they find out that they win.
Gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Fantastic. Their coaches are cooking. When they have enough skaters to skate, not
Go
Elite 12, and have 16 on the senior team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already doing amazing with 12, so.
It's going to rock the boat.
Which I feel like could be a good thing for...
Is needed.
US Synchro, yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Crazy. I think we're
just,
like, overall, I feel like everything is pretty accurately placed, would you say?
I agree. And that leads us very nicely on to what you guys think. Yeah. 81% of you guys think it was accurate, which is a pretty high number. Yeah. So,
very high.
You know.
I'd say the only ones that were disappointed, obviously, Les Supreme fans going from first to fourth is a rough one.
That's hard.
That is a rough
That's
one.
very hard to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's just, again, like so close at the top.
That's just the way it is.
And you tell me to stop singing.
I'm in a right singing mood. Right, who did you guys think were the standouts then? Let's have a look. Obviously, Teams
They
Elite.
got so many
free.
nods. So many people said Teams Elite. So many.
So many.
Do you know who else got mentioned so many times? Jingu.
They are so
As
good.
they should. So good.
They are. They are so good.
Just energy, choreography, amazing. I won't shut up about it because it's just fantastic.
Agree. Spirit Sweden, yeah.
Yeah, agree.
I currently agree. Currently agree? What am I talking about? Completely agree. Valley Bay, Fantastics Free, Starlight, Les Supreme.
But Jingu and Elite were the ones that got the most nods on the stories.
Yeah.
So, yeah, agree. No notes. Okay. Then we asked if you you competed, sorry. So if you were an athlete at Junior Worlds, first of all, congrats, no matter what team. Massive achievement.
Yeah, absolutely. Making it is incredible, so congrats.
And it's also very nerve-wracking, so well done. We just collected all the buzzwords that everyone said because that's all you really can to describe it. It was insane, it was cool, it was super fun, it was well organized, amazing, it was the best ever, and it was outstanding. So overall, I think the athletes really enjoyed it. They also wanted to point out how great the hotel was, and apparently there was a slide in the hotel.
That's incredible. That's so cool.
If anyone...
Someone said that... Sorry, Brie, you go.
I was just going to say, if anyone would like to send us a picture of the slide, if they happen to have it, we would love that. Thank you.
Yeah, please.
We're so nosy.
Someone said the hotel was really different and cool, but all the teams stayed in one big hotel, like a big family. And I like that, because that is so lovely if everyone's at the same hotel.
That's the point, like... Everyone can decorate their doors. Everyone's got every team's got a floor or a corridor. I feel like that's also a huge part of these competitions, which I wish.
I agree.
I mean, Worlds is obviously the big one, but I wish. I mean, there are other competitions that do it, but just like even more of an extent, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to book out an entire hotel, but. It's just so cool. It's so much fun. That's part of it.
It is. I love it.
Next one. If you were a spectator, so if you attended elsewise, how was the competition?
So we've got super electric, high standard of performances. I agree with that one. Great atmosphere, fun and magical. I like that, magical. That's what it should be.
We did have one funny comment that came in a little bit later than these ones that was like, cheering, yes. Screaming, no.
Do you know what? I bloody agree. I do agree. Sorry, I do.
The passion is there, but...
Yeah, but you don't need to scream.
Change the slight pattern of the vocal cords so it's not as... aggressive, perhaps, is the word to use.
Should we talk about the after party? Yeah. Quinn ate and left no crumbs.
So whatever Quinn was doing at the after party, Lance was having a good time.
Yeah. And so he should.
Yeah. Some of these are hilarious.
What else we got then?
I feel like this really shows... the age.
What
is Gen Alpha? That's like the age of the people that were there. I think it is.
Don't even say that. Lit, bro. So lit, intense, unforgettable. This one I love. Mind-bogglingly cool. Love that.
So lit.
Just lit.
Have I ever said lit?
No, and you should
No.
never ever say lit ever
I don't
again.
think I ever have.
Have I ever said
No,
lit?
I don't think. Can you say it unironically right now? Just say that's lit, bro.
That's lit, bro. Oh, what
Sounds
else
so
have we
wrong.
got then? The music was amazing, and we got to dance and chat with all the skaters. That's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
that's the good part. I love that someone was like, it started off a bit boring, but then the performers came on stage and it became fun. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is so funny, isn't it?
We danced almost the whole evening. Love seeing everyone dance together.
Oh,
Amazing.
no one really knew what to expect. Yeah, fair.
Valid.
Me and Brie felt like that last year.
Um,
I liked how someone said last year's was better. That made me laugh. Fair.
Junior parties seem to pop off though. It sounds like the Junior Worlds after
it's 'cause
parties really go for gold.
they have so much more
Yeah.
energy than us old fogies.
This is true.
You know?
This is true. That's fair.
This one makes me sad. Les Supremes looks sad. They did their best to enjoy it, but it just didn't work.
I feel like
hey,
if we put ourselves, if anyone put themselves in their shoes, of course you're gonna be sad.
yeah.
They did the right thing in showing up to the after party though. Some teams might not have even shown up, so I think that was
Yeah.
definitely the sportsmanly thing to do, even if you're upset with the result.
I agree.
So shout out to them because it's hard. Hasn't gone your way.
It is.
I think that's really good.
Can we talk about my most favourite thing then?
What's your most favourite thing?
The
Oh,
live stream.
I don't even know why I asked. I knew where that was going.
It was free. It was in English. How ignorant of me. And overall, the camera angles were good.
I still think there was some questionable ones.
There was, but the majority of them were good.
I'll give them that. My only criticism, major criticism, would be that, you know how at the start when they like put the coaches' names in the little box and their score and then the music, they almost need to put like, teams need to submit the actual name of the program and then the music underneath.
Yes.
So the audience
Agree.
knows what, because the
theme
when
is.
they just have the music listed, it's like, okay, but these are just the titles of the songs that are completely unrelated. But when you put them together, that just kind of annoyed me. So
I agree, actually. I do
I
agree.
think that could be a bit of an improvement, but otherwise, yeah.
Some other things you guys said were fantastic. Should have won the free. Interesting. We've got Dream Edges from Finland. Should have been there.
I mean, they were beautiful this season, but I mean, we had a second place and a fifth place.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
We said already, Southern Skies First Worlds. Shout out to them. Good job. Illuminet's free was so inventive. Agree, yeah.
Shout out to them.
And it was someone's second Junior Worlds, which won't be topped.
Someone else said that the merch could have been better, or could have been better. But I don't know. I haven't seen the merch, so.
Someone did get drug tested and missed lots of all the good teams, which is a little bit annoying.
That's kind of funny though.
How selfish. Yeah, it is kind of funny.
That, especially the team that got drug tested because they improved such a lot. We're just going to check that you're not taking any roids to get this good this fast.
That's so funny. But overall, we feel like you guys loved it. There's a lot of love for Sweden, a lot of love for the Junior Worlds. Like, it just looked like a great competition.
Yeah.
So
It really did.
I'm glad you guys had a good one. I'm really glad Elite won. Teams Elite won, because we said it so much. I feel like we'd looked a little bit stupid if they hadn't won.
Yeah, we definitely would have.
Wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So I'm happy for them. Really happy for them.
Me too. Amazing. Well, I feel like that kind of sums everything
That brings
up.
us to an end. I was going to say, if you're still here, that is a meaty review.
How long are we at
so
now?
thank
I
you.
don't even know.
Like an hour 20.
Oh gosh,
So
I'm so sorry.
yeah, that was a meaty review. And we didn't even talk that much about each
No,
programme.
we didn't. I mean, there was 24.
But thank you for making it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
True. Thank you for making
It's
it.
a very
Should we give a little...
successful world. I don't know, because it's a work in progress. We're hoping for something exciting next week.
Okay, that's how we'll leave it at that. We're hoping for something really cool. So watch this space, listeners.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for the patience while we had a little break so we could watch Junior Worlds properly, because those Challenger series, they really killed us off. So
they
thank you.
slaughtered us. All right.
Thank you for listening. Keep your eye out on socials for some exciting things that we're working on for season 2. As always, and yeah, just let us know if there's anything you want to hear from us for next season, because we're all ears.
Fabulous. All right. Thanks, guys. Signing out for episode 17, 2025 Junior World Championships review. Lots of love.
The Synchro Skaters Club.
Thank you for watching our broadcast.
Peace out.